Hello, and welcome back to episode 24 of our Geneforge 2 Infestation playthrough. We have made it to the Awakened Mages complex. Maybe we can learn a little bit of magic here. Wait, why do we have an air shot crystal? Oh, we're not in a city in our junk bag. We need to make sure to remember to pull that back out. Not a bring turn. I need your assurance. Front door of the Mage's complex is guarded by several turrets and a lone servile. He stands blocking the doorway. Stop, Shaper. I am guard. The guard. Oh my gosh. You're kidding me. That's sort of hilarious. Not all are allowed to enter the Mage's complex. Guard the guard. I do not wish to fight you, however I must make a request before you enter. Yeah, wait, you're called guard? Yes, when I was raised in Dry Peak, I watched the gates for intruders, so they named me Guard. When I fled and came here, I chose to stay a guard, giving me the title Guard. The humans named you Guard? Yes, they thought it would be easier to remember. Also, they didn't care about me. When I joined the Awakened, I could have changed my name. I might still. Back to the business at hand. What is the Mage's Complex? It's where the Awakened study, learn, and try to gain the ability to defend ourselves. Our precious secrets are here. I can't say more. I am but a guard. Alright, I want to enter the complex. This is difficult for us, Shaper. We want to deal with you, but we are not sure you can be trusted. Can you swear to me that you will cause us no harm while you are here? This is strangely trusting. Very few Shapers would take seriously an oath sworn to a creation. I can't swear such an oath. I don't know what I will find. I can swear no such thing. I will say, if you don't hurt me, I won't hurt you. That's mostly fair. Gargar thinks about it. You seem to have convinced him that this is the best he is going to get. Then he steps aside. We will trust then that you are rational and not a creature of mindless violence. You may enter our school of magic. Okay, we get a little experience from that. Guard. The guard. Unbelievable. And also hilarious. It's like, oh yeah, the humans just called me guard. And now I'm a guard. Alright, this empty room is a quarantine hall. It's placed here as a buffer used to seal off the complex in case a magical experiment goes very, very wrong. Then Shaper Expert Aid can be called to determine how to solve the problem, or if the complex must be sealed up forever. With any luck, not too many students are trapped inside. Okay. Right, because these are Shaper halls that the Serviles repurposed. Nothing to see here. Keep alert. What's that? Aloha. Alright. The Servile is young and full of energy. She is not a student. The Awakened have already developed bureaucracy. She is an administrator for this small school. She strides up to you with the utter confidence of a minor functionary. Greetings, Shaper. Welcome to the Mage's Complex, where we work hard to shape young, untrained serviles into powerful magicians. I am Loha, and I help keep the school running from day to day. Please let me know if there's anything I can do for you. You actually teach serviles magic here? Oh yes, it's all thanks to Tuldarik. Oh, he is a shaper like yourself. That means it is legal. He has figured out how to teach magic to us serviles, and he has been doing so with great speed. We owe him a mighty debt. Where is Tuldarik? He is in the core of the Mage's Complex, working hard. He always chooses to be well guarded and behind several pass-locked doors. He wants his privacy. I'm afraid at this point you will only meet those allied to the awakened cause. I would like to see him. How will I reach him? I'm sure the wise shaper Tuldarik misses the company of those of his own kind. However, right now he is only seeing those allied with the awakened. Some of us will still trade with you, but only in the research halls to the east. Okay. Proud of your work. Learning magic is a real accomplishment. Ah, bows her head and blushes. You're a kind shaper. I will tell the other serviles you said so. I have another question. Is there any way I can learn magic here? You should see our instructors, Sherry, and Reich. Man, I don't know how you read these names. This one reads Charrier or Cherry, Chari, and Rake, Rish. Either one of those pronunciations might work. I will send word that they can aid you. They are to the east. They will help you for a reasonable fee. We want to show that the awakened have power to offer you if you trade fairly with us. Right, how do serviles become students? First, they must be awakened. Then they come to us. Toldark sees them. I'm not sure what he does or what tests are given. Some are accepted, others are not. Ooh, I think others die. I have another question. Gives you a broad forced smile. The discomfort caused by your presence is leaking through. Anything else I can do for your shaper? If you had any troubles with the rogues outside? Ooh. No, they are dumb creatures. But they know enough not to bother us. Well, the ambient sound here is actually getting pretty loud. I'm gonna have to... Y'all may not hear it in the recording because I'm going to probably try and dampen it down. But it just overwhelmed my ears a bit, and I don't have the volume. I have the volume on the lowest setting. We hunt them down and more appear. Mines keep the more persistent pests away. We've had some problems, though. Outside the west gate of the complex, there is an old Shaper power installation. It is still active, but it is very unstable. We've been trying to shut it down, but with no luck. Right, why is the power a problem? The crystal conduits carrying power into the core are still active. However, the power tends to surge, and an explosion is feared. To fix them, the power must be turned off. This can only be done at the source. Sounds like a problem. I hope you can do something on it. Perhaps I could take care of that for you. That would be a great help to a shaper, and according to the principles of the Awakened, we would pay you fairly in precious coins for the assistance. As I said, the core is southwest of here. It is guarded by rogues that it creates itself. Oh, though we believe a stealthy person could slip past them to reach the core. Why don't you deal with it yourself? Power in the Ruins has drawn rogues, a lot of them. We fear the losses of our loyal Awakened if we attack. Happily, you are a shaper. You should be able to destroy them with ease. Alright, another question. Alright, I think that's all she can tell us right now. I'm going to take your abacus and your wine. Oops, put it in the junk bag. Meant to grab it out. Look after things. Well, we're going to go into the inner office and take things that aren't ours. Alright, Shaper Records, Amethyst. Bunch of paper. Interesting. There's so much paper in here. It's a candle, ink pot. Oh, there's another door on this side. You don't need to see what we're doing. Alright. Taking your supplies, that's all. You know what, we're just gonna stack up some paper in the junk bag in case we need to write down our observations later. All prospective students sign in here, alright? Can we go this way? We talk to you? It's one of the Mage's complex guard serviles. He is a powerful and imposing figure for creation, short but built like a brick wall. Some of the Awakened have succeeded in becoming dangerous. The guard watches you nervously. He is not sure whether you are a friendly visitor or a potential assailant. When you try to talk to him, he clams up. You don't learn anything useful. Alright, we're walking through Servile Apprentice. Let's see if the apprentice can tell us anything. Make a bit of small talk, but don't learn anything interesting. Alright, we're taking your teapot. Some mugs. Servile Caster. Servile is a student of magic. Mage's complex is mainly here to turn ordinary serviles into powerful and dangerous ones. This is very surprising. The Shapers specifically designed serviles to not be able to use magic. The student watches you very nervously. She knows exactly what the Shapers would do to a servile who could cast spells. It wouldn't be pretty. You don't learn anything of value. I mean, you, part of the Awaken, you're supposed to be learning to deal with Shapers in sort of a, what's it called, as equals kind of way, I believe. Alright, attacker. As you watch me walk around, like just picking up random stuff and stuffing it into my junk bag. And what's in the oven? Some bread. You know what? We're gonna pick up some bread. Could go for a sandwich right about now. Sorry if I made everybody hungry. I'll take it off your shoes. Oh. We're just stealing everyone's shoes. There's a book stand, but no actual book. And we can take the living tool. They don't care about that. Leave everything else. We're not trying to start a fight. Robe. Go in the junk bag. Makeup. Pipe and a mirror. I love the small touches of items sometimes. Like, oh, there's makeup sitting around. Oh, Paths of Fire. This book isn't very interesting, honestly. However, some bookworm in the mountains might have some use for it. We are going to hang on to this one. We have found a piece of servile, or servile, but a piece of fiction in Essence Pod and Crystal. Cloaks, comb. Okay, this box contains lots of notes and scrolls. One of the more advanced students has been working hard. However, the writing is very sloppy and blocky. The student in question may be a servile. The student was also careless. He or she left their pass in this box. It is a thin sheet of slate shaped like a very crude key. When nobody is looking, you pocket it. Oh, hey, we went the right direction first. I'll wait till the servile apprentice walks off. Oh, they're not going to. Maybe they will. We're gonna take the thing out of here. No, we're not. Alright. Just not gonna worry about it. It's not that important. But we have a pass now. So we could get into... Let's see the Shaper guy in the middle. That's kind of gross. I've had enough Shaper instruction to know that the cages and chairs in this hall are for. When a student breaks rules, an uncomfortable, humiliating stay in one of them is required. Magic is serious business, shaping even more so. A careless shaper can cause horrible harm. Thus, teachers here must be very strict. Aiden Shanti was the same, though she was kind enough to never put you in a cage. Either the students here right now are very good, or the teachers are lax. Nobody's in the cages at the moment. Okay, these are shame chairs. Alright, let's see down here. Swafford. Oh. Getting all sorts of books. We'll go ahead and move the bread down here then. And probably not going to use the Romer Tooth Band anymore. So that can go down here as well. Let's put the books up here. This one still has not done anything. Alright. see if we can read these books and learn anything. Magic and serviles. When the Shapers created the serviles, they were faced with a quandary. How were they to give us intelligence and autonomy, and at the same time take from us the powers that come to human students of the arts of power? Keeping serviles from learning magic was important to them. They attempted to shape us to make us unable to work spells. They were partially successful. Learning magic was possible for serviles, but the process generally drove the caster mad. Happily, that is in the past. Thanks to the shaping techniques learned on Susha Island, the blocks placed on the serviles by the Shapers have largely been removed, and that is only one of the marvelous alterations Toldarek has performed. We awakened see ourselves as free beings, equal to humans. Our work here proves its claim true. Okay. This book is written entirely in an unfamiliar language. The study of other tongues is not a common one. After all, in Shaperlands, only one tongue is spoken. However, there are some places not under Shaper control, and in those places people perversely persist in speaking differently. How dare they? You flip through the book, vaguely interested in the strange words and scripts. However, you don't learn anything of use. Remembering Sharon's mysterious book, you flip through the pages looking for some clue to what strange tongue it is written in. You compare what you find to the notes you took. Unfortunately, you can make no useful connections. The writing in Sharon's book is too different from what you see here now. You won't find any information on it here. Okay, so this is even a different language than Sholai. Alright, we'll leave those Shaper records alone. But this is the place to be looking. Oh, did we just miss this door on the way in? Okay. Let's come around and talk to Swafford over here. You meet the school's librarian. She is busy caring for and cataloging the hundreds of scrolls and books on the shelves around you. The moisture in these subterranean chambers makes her job difficult. Yeah, moisture and books, not a good combo. You browse the scrolls briefly. They are a dog's breakfast of paperwork scavenged from all over the mountains. Many are rotten. Others are administrative trivia. Yet, with all the stuff piled up here, some of it is sure to contain valuable knowledge. The administrator rushes to greet you. Greetings, Shaper. I am Swafford, the librarian of the complex. Please clean your fingers before you touch anything. Can I help you? How'd you get all these works here? Slowly, painfully, one scroll or book at a time, smuggled here over quite a few years. And this is not even the best library in these mountains. There's a better library in Rising, though we can't see it thanks to the war. The war? Once the Barzites were our friends, then she shakes her head. She doesn't want to discuss it. Are there any books you might buy? Actually, yes. Last year, 2 rare books were brought up to the mountains by merchants. That is what I heard. Many of us, servile and human, wanted them. One was called Rune Casting, the other was called Ember and Onyx. I suspect that they got diverted and taken to the settlements to the west. I will give you fair exchange if you bring them to me. What are they about? Honestly, not sure. Contemporary musings on the practice of magic? I know that much. Nothing specific. I think they would be valuable to us. Alright, where should I look? Not sure exactly. There's several libraries in these mountains. Maybe they ended up there. I'm not above asking you to steal books for us. Well, librarian with very low morals. But there's a war on. Does her best to protect all this paperwork from the students. Right now she's rearranging the scrolls on a shelf, muttering something about careless students as she does so. Alright, do you have any spellbooks I can study from? There are a few spellbooks locked safely away to the south. However, you need a pass to reach them. Loha is the one who assigns passes, though they are usually only given to the awakened. She thinks, actually, Loha's pass won't open all of those doors. Not sure what will. Alright, trying to learn about a book owned by a shipper named Sharon. Can you help me? Ah, Sharon. I met her when I was in the lower valleys. Keeps to herself, doesn't bear any ill will towards us. Nice woman. I would like to help her. I think we have a book in an unusual language here. Look around. Hopefully it will help. How'd you get all these works here? The war? Oh, right. How'd you come to be working here? A shaper named Zachary came up to these mountains to take over the colony. I could read and was very organized, so he brought me with him. He set me up here, and I've been here ever since. It's a strange position, but an interesting one. I've always wanted to be a librarian. I enjoy it. Pity about the rogues and the war and all, though. What'd you do before you became a librarian? I worked in an apothecary. I weighed herbs and labeled bottles. That is why I am literate. Very advanced work for one of my kind, but I like this job better. Alright. So the pass will get us to see some books. And this is their book on a foreign language, but it is not useful to us. Faculty quarters. Just random face. Probably locked. Ooh, we are going to pick the lock actually. Get in, see what's lying around. It's a robe just lying on the ground. Shaper equipment. We gotta remember to watch this be trapped. Oh, it's not nice. Alright. Ooh, infiltrator vest. Ooh, what do we got here? +1 to mechanics, +1 to stealth. Alright. Taking the gold disc. Taking the shielding spores. Leave the mirror. Okay, so if our mechanic skill is not... Alright, leave it alone. So let's try this. Oh no! We put it in our junk bag? Oops. Alright, we're not too worried about that right now. We'll have to do that later though. The whole control click thing is useful, but I'm goozling myself a bit with it. Alright, cheap records, Epicus, don't care about the tunic. Alright, gold disc, terror wand. Interesting. Okay. Well, that's certainly something that we've learned. So the books to the south, Servile Caster. Don't learn anything of value. Alright, they're all in here, sort of like learning. Just like a pillow on the ground, yeah. Interesting. Servile Champion, complex pass required. What y'all got on the table? Some money and some dice. Y'all been playing dice while no one's watching? Oh, okay. So that goes to a different part of the complex. Let's see. Oh, here we go. My fingers are burning. Come here. I'm trying to talk to you. Alright. Meet one of the instructors of the Mage's complex. He is teaching Servile something utterly forbidden by the laws of your sect. Thus, it is very surprising that he is actually a Shaper. He is quite young. His apprenticeship must have ended recently. He's also nervous to meet you, and rightly so. Still, he tries to fake confidence. The rumors are true. Shaper Aaliyah, is it? Welcome to our odd little experiment in the hills. I am Shaper... We'll just call him Raish. Greetings. Why are you teaching the Servile's magic? Raish is very nervous. His actions would cause the Shaper Council to condemn him in an instant, but Shapers in these mountains are apparently very open-minded. Years ago, before I came here, when I was still an apprentice, I met a Shaper named Barzal. Barzal had remarkable power I was greedy for. He wanted me to come up to these mountains with him. He said that we could build a new city, a new nation. Then you finished your apprenticeship? Yes, it took several years, then I was free to wander, to look for work and make my name. I remembered what Shaper Barzal told me. I came to these mountains. Right, well I need to meet Barzal. So in the settlement of Rising, he leads a sect called the Barzites, and he has grown erratic. Rising is a long journey to the southwest. It is a hostile place, though. If you go, be very careful. You've met an agent named Shanti. I heard that you came here with her. Rumors spread fast in these mountains. I have not met her. A shame, she sounded very competent. Right, so why are you not with Barzal now? Building the towns up here took years of hard work, all in secret. I took part in some of the effort. All that time, Barzal became more unstable, more arrogant. I felt that he was becoming dangerous, even dreaming of waging war against the Shapers. That is why I left him and came here. I came to appreciate the thinking of Penner and the Awakened. Why do you teach the Serviles magic? In the years we spent settling these peaks, I worked long and hard, side by side with Serviles, intelligent Serviles who were capable of debating with me, even making convincing arguments. I was young when I came here, young enough to not be set in my ways. I saw that the way our people treat the Serviles is wrong. That is why I helped them. Even though it is a risk, I need to help give them the powers they need to stay free. And when the Shaper Council learns what you are doing, the more will come. However, we have plans. Learn Penner is our leader, and she is extremely clever. The Awakened have a path to survival. It will be very difficult, but it is possible. Alright, another question. Can you teach me about shaping creations? Alright, we could learn Create Artilla, but we're not going to do that. Teach me about weapon shaping. 5 coins short. That night we spent at, what's his name's? Balik's Inn cost us 5 coins. Who's in charge of the complex? There's Shaper Toldark. He's a true genius. He's the one who figured out how to modify Serviles to enable them to perform magic. Maybe if you convince him, you can get him to modify you too. But why? Why would I need him to modify me? Alright, what we got here? Consume the Invil. Still an entirely functional piece of Shaper equipment. Augment my gear. Alright, we need Infernal Residue and Mandrake. Which is probably something we'd have to find at one of those, like, spirit things. Just picking up all your cauldrons. I hope you don't need these. If we're gonna leave, they're gonna be like, where's all of our mixing stuff? Ooh, what do we have here? Okay. Good, drop it in the junk bag. We're gonna need to remember to not sell all the junk. Oh, here we go. Sherry. This is one of the school's instructors. She's not a Shaper, just a common human mage. She looks at you with the appropriate amount of fear. Being a Shaper commands great respect, even here. She bows her head. I am Sherry. I teach here. Then she is silent. Why are you here teaching these Serviles? I was asked to by a Shaper. I was brought to these mountains by a Shaper named Zachary. He told me it was alright, so I had the permission of a Shaper. It is against Shaper law. Some say that. Shaper Zachary said otherwise. I am a common. I am required to take orders of Shapers. Zachary was the last one who commanded me, so I listened to him. I didn't think Serviles could learn magic. I thought so too. However, with some careful shaping and the right magical techniques, it can be done. We don't even resort to the use of canisters. Oh, tell me about the canisters. They are shaping engines brought from Susha Island. They can remake humans, making them more powerful. Remarkable but dangerous. They can have a destabilizing effect on those who rely on them. The Barzites of Rising use canisters heavily. Here, Toldark uses a similar technique on the Serviles. I don't understand more than that. It's shaping after all. Alright, so they have some sort of gene forging technology here. Alright, another question. She looks at you quietly. She's obviously afraid. Can you teach me some magic? Yes, Shaper. Since Loha has approved, I can. I can only teach you the weaker magics practiced here, though. The strong magic is only taught in the core, and then only to those who have been modified. With modification, you can learn powers that unimaginative shapers like Zachary are unable to teach you. How's he? He sort of like started this whole thing. How is he unimaginative? I thought he was just running the front. You're modified? What do you mean? Shape will tool dark, and those he has chosen can perform magics beyond normal human capability. However, it requires some sort of procedure to gain the ability. I have not been blessed with that gift, so I can't tell you more. Why haven't you been blessed? Shaper told Dark examined me closely. He said I could not withstand the changes. I don't know what he meant, yet I trust him. He has done much for me. I owe him my faith in return. Alright, another question. Teach me some magic. Ready to learn magic. Ooh, quick lash. What is this? Fires a damaging spray of energy at a foe. Very quick to cast. Each extra point of the skill increases damage. Okay. We can improve War Blessing, improve Protection. Learn Essence Shield. Absorbs next damage taken. Slowly fades away when out of battle. Each extra point of the skill increases the amount. We learn Regenerate. Okay. Eat 3 in Healing Craft to actually use it though. Alright, we'll learn Quick Lash. Sure. Alright, so... There we go. Anything we can pick up? A dagger. Alright. Choose some meat in the middle of a star. Alright, let's continue around to here. Just checking out the map. Sign on the wall says firing range. Oh boy. Wonder what that's supposed to mean. Also, okay, see the bandage. Oops. Scissors, rope, broken sword. This is a targeting range. Students can practice using wands, batons, and magical spells here. As this is a school of magic, the target dummies need to be replaced often. Alright. Oh, we can pick up a firing wand. We're just gonna drop that in the junk bag though. Icy crystals, steel javelins, healing pods. Is there anybody around? No. Alright, we're just gonna take these. Is there anything interesting down here? Nope. Alright. I was hoping we could maybe learn something. Or maybe practice casting the new spell we got. Just steal some javelins. Alright, so not a lot of useful stuff back here. Come back over this way and head south through the library. Oh, maybe some more paper. These are just empty book stands. Here we go. This is a book of magical instruction. Anyone with time and skill would be able to use this tome to learn a specific magical incantation. That is why it was hidden back here under lock and key, only to be seen by advanced students. You study the book carefully, concentrating hard, mastering its secrets. When you are done, you know much more about the War Blessing spell. Alright. Alright, we'll leave that lock alone. Leave that one alone. Leave that one. Alright, that would, going through all these doors would use almost all of our living tools. But if we come out and get that infiltrator, oh, right, nope, that was last time. We already used all those points. We come out of here. And go back to Madab. And we get the infiltrator tunic out of our bag here. We're gonna go put that on. Hopefully we don't forget that that's what we're wearing and get into a fight. We're gonna come over here to our pile of stuff and drop some things off and then go sell the junk. We want to put yeah, we're gonna go ahead and sell the Romer Tooth Band. This goes here. This goes there. This goes there. Don't know who needed Shaper records. Anything else that needs to go on the ground? I mean, the paper can probably go on the ground, but whatever. We'll just sell it. Alright, I think that's everything. If I've forgotten something, oh well. Oh. Put this on the ground for now, just so we can take the Shaper records back out. And put those on the ground. Alright, let's go empty out our junk. And then let's go over here first. I have some Shaper equipment. I want to sell something. We'll have a lot of money here. You know, we'll drop off those 2 other books. Sell something. Sell our junk. It's kind of unfortunate that that we get so little money for selling all the junk. It's like, oh, value 8. Yeah, you get 1. I understand. You know, gotta keep the economy safe. Alright, put all our books down here. Don't think we're gonna use the Terror Wand. Yeah, we'll probably sell that eventually. Alright. Let's go back to the Mage's complex and head in, see if we can read some books on magic. You know, like you do. We have +1 mechanics from the infiltrator thing, which it's 5, it's 3, and that's 5. Wait. Alright, well, let's do the one with 3. Let's see what we get. Alright, you know more about the Firebolt spell, so that made our Firebolt spell better. That's with our mechanics at 7. There's probably a key around here somewhere that we could find. We've looked in all of the places that I think we can look. So, you know, that's reasonable. See where this all leads here. Oh. Our little Fiora got trapped behind the stone wall. Alright. Complex core. When you enter the core of the Mage's complex, your face starts to burn. The air shimmers with energy. The Shapers gave this complex the ability to generate huge amounts of magical energy. The Awakened reactivated their devices. For what purpose? It is amazing that a handful of Shapers and Serviles managed to restore this complex. They worked incredibly hard with a fanatical sense of purpose. Whatever you think of their goals, it is impossible not to admire their determination. The energy in the air makes it hard to see and even harder to concentrate. The guards in here will be distracted. Infiltrators might be able to slip by them as long as they don't get too close. I mean, we're not infiltrating. We are stealing their boots. Alright. And we will be exploring the complex core next time. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next episode.